Have you ever been in a situation where the computer you rely on has suddenly and unexpectedly stopped working? Maybe you dropped it or spilled something all over it so that it no longer turned on? Well, that just happened to me. In this video, I'll show you how to get your broken Mac repaired. Welcome to Hey Ivan, a channel where you can ask tech questions. Drop your questions in the comments and I'll give you an answer. If you like the video, like the video. Thanks. I've added chapters to this video so you can jump directly to the section you want. As you probably know if you've been to my channel before, I have a 2019 16-inch MacBook Pro, which is sort of my everything Mac. I use it all the time to attend Zoom meetings, Teams meetings, to connect to my work computer and virtual machines, as well as for personal email and other not work-related stuff. It's not unusual for me to be on my Mac anywhere from 6 to 10 hours a day, almost every day. As I was walking around my office, I accidentally knocked over a light stand and it banged into the back of my laptop's lid. Of course, I made a heroic slow motion dive toward my Mac to save it from being knocked to the floor. However, it slid off my laptop stand and fell about 6 inches to land on my desk. When I put it back on the stand, I noticed that the screen didn't look right. So I rebooted my laptop in hopes that everything would be okay. It wasn't. I connected my Mac to an external monitor and rebooted. No luck. It didn't start up at all. So what do I do now? This is the part of the video where I pause and look into the camera and ask you, do you have a computer that you use all the time like I do? And if you do you have a backup? In my case, all my work stuff is saved on servers at work, so my work data is safe. For my personal data, I use a mix of Dropbox, iCloud Drive, Google Drive, and OneDrive. Those files are safe too because I'm almost always online when I use my Mac, and they sync to their various cloud services automatically. By the way, if you'd like me to make a video that talks about how iCloud Drive or any of the other various cloud services work, drop a comment and let me know. I use Apple's Time Machine to run my backups. You can connect an external drive to your Mac to back it up, or you can do what I do and use a hard drive that connects to your network and run your backups that way. These network-aware hard drives are called Network Attached Storage, or NAS devices. Depending on the kind you use, a NAS may have the ability to do more than just be a backup drive. I'm using a Synology 1618 Plus for my NAS. As an alternative to running a local or network backup on your hard drive, you could run a cloud backup with a service like Backblaze. That will allow your backups to continue whenever your device is connected to the internet, whether it's at home or not, which can be super useful if you travel a lot. Drop a comment if you'd like me to make a video where I share my experiences with this Synology device and how I use it. The good news is that even though my Mac was truly broken, my last backup happened just 2 days earlier. I use iCloud Photos for my pictures, and I know I didn't do anything major on my Mac that week, so it's unlikely that I lost anything important. If you don't have a backup, do yourself a favor and set it up before you find yourself in a situation like the one I found myself in. If you break your Mac, you have a few options. You can send it to Apple for a repair, find an Apple authorized service provider, or visit a Genius at an Apple store for support. To schedule a repair, open up your web browser and go to apple.com, click support, and pick your option. I chose to visit a Genius at an Apple store. I was hoping they could fix it on the spot, but depending on the Mac's damage, they might have to send it away to be repaired. Here's an important thing to know about repairs. Depending on what's required to fix it, Apple or your authorized service provider may need to erase your Mac before repairing it. So having a backup before your Mac breaks is super important. If your Mac's issue isn't related to the hard drive, an authorized Apple provider might be able to remove the drive and copy the data from it to a different hard drive for you. However, this option can be expensive and it isn't something that Apple offers directly. Your repair will cost you some money. Every Mac comes with 1 year of hardware repair coverage through its limited warranty and up to 90 days of complimentary tech support. However, in my case, I have Apple Care Plus, which covers up to 2 incidents of accidental damage every 12 months. Each incident is subject to a service fee of $99 for screen damage or external enclosure damage, or $299 for other damage plus tax. So I took my Mac to the Apple Store and got checked in. As you can see, I looked around a bit as I waited for a Genius to come and help me out. The Genius advised me that my Mac was probably suffering from a cracked LCD panel. For this sort of damage, he had to send my Mac away for repair, which could take something like 7 to 10 business days. The technician told me that if I didn't have Apple Care Plus, my repair probably would have cost me something like $700 or $800. He then had me sign a loss of data waiver. As I mentioned before, part of Apple's repair process may include wiping the hard drive of your Mac or replacing the Mac altogether. The Genius wanted to be sure I understood the risk of possible data loss before sending my Mac away. I signed the waiver and told him I had a Time Machine backup at home. After that, he walked me through how to turn off Find My, which doubles as a security feature to discourage the theft of Apple devices. devices. On an iPhone signed into the same Apple ID, you can go to Settings, then your name, to see a list of the hardware devices. Tap the device you wish to remove. If it's offline like my Mac was, then you'll need to go to iCloud.com in a web browser. Tap Find My and remove your device that way, which is what I did. I got to choose whether to have my Mac shipped back to me or to the Apple Store for me to pick it up after the repair was complete. I chose to have it sent to the Apple Store. Throughout the repair process, Apple sends periodic updates to keep you informed about the status of your repair. Apple notified me that my Mac's repair is complete and that it's available for pickup at the Apple Store. Now I'll head over, show my ID, and pay the repair fee. According to the product repair summary, Apple replaced the lid angle sensor and the display. The chassis is the same, however the display got swapped out. Fortunately, Apple didn't have to erase my Mac as part of their repair, so I'm able to just log back into it like normal. If they had erased it, my Mac would have acted like it was new, and during the setup process, it would have asked me if I'd like to restore from backup. That process would take me a couple of hours based on the size of my backup. Also, if Apple had erased my Mac and I didn't have a backup, I'd have to go into the Music app and authorize my computer to play Apple Music from my account. I'd have to do the same thing for purchases too. Have you had a busted Mac? Did you send it in for repair? What was your experience like? Drop it in the comments. So what have we learned? Your computer can fail at any time. Whether something unfortunate happens to it or it becomes lost or stolen, it's a good idea to have a backup, just in case. Apple's repair process is pretty good, and Apple Care Plus is worth the cost, especially if it can help you dodge a $700 repair like it did for me. If you liked the video, like the video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.